That's the move. Yeah. Ooh, it's actually the sound of the longest part.
I wish I could play this with my nose. It feels like it would be the perfect like nose
Eh,
whistle.
no. Anyways.
Wow, chapped. Where did all the
So
clutter go? Where has all
I actually probably felt like a dump somewhere, and I felt really bad about it, but I didn't have a choice. I really had to get rid of
Yeah,
it. So it's just so expansive in here. I don't even recognize it.
I can almost see the full butterfly back there.
That's true. Yeah, that was all. Actually, I didn't clean up that part.
Well, there's always February.
It's always been there. Yeah. So it's just the fact that the room is so wide.
That'd be
It's
cool if the walls actually were moving a little bit,
oh
giving you
no.
even more space.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But I just thought, wow, I didn't realize that this was a room. It's not just a hallway.
Yeah, I swear it's like increase your connectivity here on the Wi-Fi.
That's really maybe there was just too much going on. I was getting distracted. That's really funny.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
helping our band practice. Obviously today is part whatever of
yeah,
the musical practice. We gave
right.
ourselves a lot more time to practice or forget about it and not practice because we
Exactly.
have moved the official date back for our live performance of Off Broadway
Yeah.
to May
15. Oh yeah.
15th.
Or 17. It's 15, 16,
You know,
18,
it's
17.
sometime in May.
It's
Okay, I got it. It
the
is the
17th.
17th.
Right.
Might as well do the musical then, because that's when
That's
you'll
true.
be here.
It's gonna be a beautiful day, and we just in the neighborhood, so we thought much better day to do it. We don't have any place to put coats and like boots and stuff, so we can
Exactly.
do it.
I'm gonna bring up our off Broadway planning. We've made a lot of progress.
Yes, and actually, I have
Oh,
a
that's bright.
well,
Oh, there we go. All right, so we're working on Act One right now.
yes.
Um,
What did you
we
think about my new the entrance I wrote?
Oh yeah, first things first. I like that you write it in red. I added that I'm sleeping inside of an egg. I still think we have to keep the egg thing. That's just good material. Oh no, chaps, I can't hear you anymore.
Okay, so
Oh, now you're back. Okay.
okay, so what do you think of that? Like you're like in the egg, uh, like technically sleeping because I thought you'd have.
Oh no, what's going on with your audio? I can't hear you. Maybe it's from the, let me try to bring back this screen share.
That was good for a minute.
Oh, now it's working.
Oh,
I wonder what might be related to the screen share. Maybe we just can't look at all this like bright page. All right, what about
oh,
now?
okay. Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Okay. So Chapped is coming out of the bathroom. Chapped, that's really good too, just in case you have to go to the bathroom before the show. That's your like stage command. You're already
Like I have to
there.
do like a flush before I come out because poor Kate, because Kate has to commandeer like all the people coming in and get them seated.
That's
Is she up
true.
for that? Because you should be like somehow hatching like sleeping somewhere but where everybody can see you. Like maybe they have to step over you. I thought like in plain sight. I thought that was funny.
And an unreasonable
And I thought it'd be
um
funny too if I come out like dusting things, but I don't act like I see anybody. There's like I'm pretending no one's there.
I
So I
like
thought,
it.
yeah, okay,
I feel like dusting has just been historically a part of our shows. We need to dust.
I do. And I actually had to throw out my duster, but I have another one.
All right, Chapped, what does this mean? Wakes up with a lot of drama.
Like being like, oh,
Oh,
like
like dramatically.
right.
I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
in a good way. Yeah, like as
Yeah,
if
that is how I wake up
like you're
typically.
just you could be just sleeping in the middle of the room. I don't know if you want to do that. You have to like stay there while they come in. How should
Yeah,
we?
I could probably manage that.
And then you have an alarm clock though that goes off, and then just like remember Jimbo the clown, he was like in his clown suit in bed, and he gets up like that's how he starts his video.
Yeah. So it really is like, in a sense, we're acting as if we're like, it's like the New York scene and the Detroit scene. Like you're coming in off the toilet to
Yeah,
like click on your computer, and then I'm like waking up. I have my whole dramatic wake up and like,
yeah,
clicking on like the Zoom call.
yeah.
Okay,
And
then
then
we have some like dial-up internet sounds.
well, we no, we end up. You're right, and but we end up at our positions without talking to each other until we turn it on
Okay.
and like acting that out.
Okay. So then, like when you said introducing
Yeah,
ourselves,
like
so then we'd have the narrator, which would be us, obviously, but we could say like we find our favorite mom son band. Uh, how many miles away is New York from Detroit?
we can fill that in, but just think of like introducing our names. They don't even know who we are. Um, um,
Yeah, we have to give a little bit of context, but also I feel like we can give some of it later. Like I think we need to keep it a little brief.
and that's good. Yeah, especially before we start talking.
Their first band practice after Moist Mosit has moved to NYC. Okay,
Okay,
we'll add to that though,
yeah, like to get the scenario because then, um,
because then it would go really well with you singing the "Something Tells Me" song. Could be our intro.
okay, now how do I do? Oh, the music. Now the music was a karaoke song. So how
Yep.
would
So
we
we'll
do
have that DJ'd. Like Pidge is going to be really clutch in this.
that?
Because we'll have a whole like music lights. I feel like we gotta
Oh,
really
this is
pay.
just like
We're
clicks
gonna
in.
pay Pidge everything that we bring in from this.
Yeah, and
Because
that's
she's
just
got to do like the greeting, seating
yeah,
everybody, the lighting, the
yeah.
music, the stage hands, applause signs,
With the videos.
video, audio, aux cords.
You better see if she wants to apply for this job. She may not want
Good
it.
point. That's also why we extended this by a couple months, is just in case she's busy. And we need to, have nationwide auditions here for the everything, like, and the we need a orchestra pit. So but I
Yeah,
think what I wanted to talk about was like the overview. So like so thanks for adding all of your lyrics in, because what we have now, oh no, this got added to this page. Let me see if I can just push this up just so we can see it all together.
yeah.
This is fun for the fans to just watch, just slow editing.
What the fans are probably gone by now.
Yeah, they
That's
are.
yeah.
Um, but it really, if okay, so oh no, there's still.
That something tells me is a good opener because
Yeah, I think it's kind of the song that needs to kick us off.
yeah,
But what's nice is that we have all of our lyrics. I'm just trying to show this for our fans too. Is Chapped and I put in some work, okay? We
yeah. I
got
mean,
all of our lyrics for the first half of the first half.
yeah.
This one I had to listen to it and write them down as I played it. So I'll clean
Oh,
it up a
good.
little bit because I
Oh,
didn't even write it down.
you added that in. Great. And then I added
Yeah.
in. What did I put in for you? Uh, okay.
Yeah. So this is so
Yeah.
far what we have for this first quarter. But I want to talk about like how it goes together. So clearly we have this introduction.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So what
So
happens after after like something tells me, then I'm like, and then you come in doing
yeah, is this big
easy like
enough,
Sunday
chat?
morning. It's first though.
It's what?
You have it first, easy like Sunday morning.
Yeah, Krusty Lips is kind of like, if anything, what we're trying to give people a sense here is that obviously um this was a huge transition. And so I think that it was tough in a lot of ways. And like the first couple, it was like kind of exciting, but also kind of overwhelming. And then
Yeah.
for us, like suddenly now we're, you know, um, an hour and a half Spirit Airlines flight away from each other, which
Right.
is sometimes
Yeah.
seems really far.
Sometimes
So
longer than that. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's just really like the emotion. The reason why I felt like these all go well together is
Yeah.
because they kind of express a lot of the tougher emotions. You know, the first two were literally off of the first two band meetings that we had.
Yeah.
And then the other ones were kind of mixed throughout the time, but I thought it just made sense telling the story because if you think of it like the storyline, it's going to start out with like Moist and Chapped kind of in the dumps, like crusty lips, uh, struggling. And we have
Yeah.
this back and forth of just like, yeah, this is what it's like, this big life transition.
Yeah, but I wonder for the audience, because they don't know anything about us, if they're going to be starting in the middle, like if they need like a beginning to this, like, how do we start doing this? Like, or will they find that out later?
Yeah, it's too practical, Chapped.
Okay.
I think we do need some type of like a little longer intro here.
Yeah. Like explaining what we're doing. Like, and now we will, show you how moist and chapped, like the transit, like explain, like describe what we're doing there. Do you think? And like
Uh,
band practices. I think we have to have a background.
yeah.
Okay. Now, do we do that or do we
Um,
put that in a case list?
that's a good point. Kate's list is like getting to be longer than the musical itself.
She could have like a clipboard with like director, producer, stagehand, everything.
Kate's
Yeah,
list also sounds like a way better list than like Craigslist or, it feels like something that she could start for just, needed positions within a two-person musical.
that's funny. I bet you get a lot of people playing in New York.
We could, yeah. A lot
Yeah,
of very competitive for that position. So I think we need some intro that just kind of gives we'll fill this out a bit. Like,
yeah.
we've toured the world, we got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and now um
No, but we have to start out
find
why,
themselves.
like who we are and how we got started, and then which led us to that. Because this is more like the ongoing part. You know what? I'll just think of something and write it in there and see what you think.
Yeah, I think we'll work on them.
Okay.
We'll work on this part because I see what you're saying, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's necessary to like I think we can do it in an artsy way where we
Okay.
because I think that like there's some well, there's a lot of decisions to be made here on like how we tell whatever story and parts of our stories that we want to.
Right.
Um, I thought
Right.
it was kind of cool to focus in on the Zoom, like this newer part, because I think that sometimes it's like, oh yeah, we got to go back to, the world tour and like I don't know, I think this is interesting. Like a lot of new poetry and new music has come out of this time.
Yeah. So it's kind of like us as more established or more, that was just our, yeah, I can see that. So this is an important time.
But I also felt like that's why it's like I pictured the second half being almost like like all these flashback like it'll fill out the story. I think that if
Yeah.
anything we got to take people from the present moment backwards.
Yeah.
Be like, how did this infamous mother-son band end up, you know, in different cities? Is
Yeah.
infamous a good thing?
Wait, what?
Almost famous?
Oh,
Infamous?
infamous sounds like something bad,
Oh,
like a
okay.
criminal, like the yet to be famous. Oh,
Yeah, I think we got some good wording too in
okay.
our
Yeah.
write up for it. Okay. But yeah, I think that, you know, um, I just wondered too about these songs. Like I felt like these all really go together well.
Mm-hmm.
I think these six are a nice opening.
How does the bird funeral fit there?
I think it's just really uh tough realities and tough emotions. Because
Okay.
that's
All right.
why I felt like with that one, I could launch into this wish that I could turn this into a happy song because it's on the same type of tone.
Yeah.
Especially because it would be harder to place these later
Yeah.
in the show because then it'd be like too much back and forth
Mm-hmm.
emotionally. So I think it makes sense, like right after this transition, even though, in reality, I think some of these actually were intermixed in the 25 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
but it made sense to me. We can think about like different orders for it. And I think also it's going to help when we do a read through
Mm-hmm.
to really see how they go together. Because this
Right.
is a song, a poem, a song, a poem, a song, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Um, but then, yeah, I just wanted to check to see like how you felt. So what I thought is that, these are back and forth, like we're doing these separate, our separate Zoom screen kind of performances.
Mm-hmm.
And then my question was like, so this is going to be really a turning point. I've put these together just to keep them on the same page. But it's
Yeah.
kind of like,
Where the music comes in. Yeah.
so then I thought we could do like something that's actually harmonized and together, but
Mm-hmm.
like it would just be dramatic because it does have that feeling of like we're, well, it's very pandemic language, like we're together but we're apart.
Yeah.
And then to actually do our songs together, like to be able to harmonize and like we could do both of these songs or one of these songs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that would like start to build that positive, like Moist and Chapped, like figuring it out, with some of the positive, like some of these, like for example, my poem, Becoming a Poem, is just like finding poetry in the New York City subway.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, I feel like, that's like the positive, like a lot of us, like this was for Mother's Day, actually. It's about love. I remember that one.
Yeah, I just read it again. Yeah.
So yeah,
That's,
like we're getting our groove back, even though, it's like figuring out a whole new life transition.
yeah.
Um, because then, yeah, these would be like the flashback performances so that it really, like, I was just picturing energy wise, like, the first part's going to be a little sad and um, emotional.
Yeah.
But then I think having our songs, like our voices come together, will start to build that feeling of inspiration. And then like
Mm-hmm.
some of the positive, like that transition, how each of us are growing and like just figuring it
Yeah.
out and
Mm-hmm.
then getting this groove. And then that's gonna like I haven't really thought this out. I don't know how that would end an act.
Um,
So
and
that
then
the
we,
second act was like flashbacks kind of.
what if the intermission, they all leave? Like, should we do
Well
an
then
intermission?
then we get to just relax.
That's true. That's actually better. Okay, fine. What if, okay, so now what is this? Now, video, that's just a couple minutes though, right?
Yeah, so that gives kind of the history up into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's
Now,
why I
could
thought
that,
it would be cool is if we played that. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Chaps.
I was just gonna say, should that be on the wall all the time? like because they're not going to be looking. I mean, we're gonna that's the wall, and we're going to be straight on the window. So should that just
It could have our band logo on the wall, which I think is the start of that video.
oh, if we did, can the video like keep replaying
You
without the
mean with the audio?
no, without the audio?
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Because that would
Let's pull up the video really quick.
video. Let's see that again.
Okay, hold on.
Then people
Let
would
me,
kind of have a sense of what's going on. Okay.
yeah, let me just get that up. Do, 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 do. Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, let's see that. Like
You
how it
know
looks.
what? Let's take a look.
Yes, we'll give a preview. All you lucky viewers who stayed long enough to see this.
Yeah, it's also on our, who is watching this? Like 25 minutes in. We've had some really good views though from, sharing the behind the scenes of our process.
Oh,
Way more views than before. Let's even check it out real quick. 20 views from last week.
wow.
Uh,
Everybody.
that's pretty impressive. That's really a lot more than we used to have, chaps. Look, if we go back to 4 months ago, we just had 2 views, and those were both me.
Thank you, everybody who's out there.
Yeah, this is it's a lot more pressure now that we know people are watching. Okay.
Okay.
20 views. Who is that? Okay, so here's our video montage.
Oh, it's only 2 minutes long, though. Can we make it longer?
We need it to be like an hour and a half, you know?
That's right.
All right, here we go.
Clips and Chat, Beyond the Glory, mini documentary. That's a nice band logo. Mother Son Band musical
I think
legends.
this is what we should be playing
Dang,
with the video, with the audio, I mean.
this should be interesting. Holy muffins! Is that Moist and Chapped at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? How in the? Oh, okay. They're just visiting. They got their own stars. It looks like Chapped is trying to enter Moist and Chapped into the Rock. Are Moist and Chapped new inductees to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? What? That looks official. How did this all start? Wow, okay, that's the OG Moist and Chat way back in the D.
Oh,
Oh, it
gee.
looks like they got their start reading books.
This
Actually, they
is
just don't know their
perfect.
lyrics, so they were recording the rap video. Then they went on a world tour. Family vibes. That sounds. Wow, you can't go on a world tour without name tag cards. Started in their own living room. Humble. That's a good setup, though. It looks pretty nice. My favorite musician calls me mom. That's a great shirt, Chapped.
This is
Wow, a
fantastic.
show in a garage with chalk on the sidewalk. Another show. Most of the Chapped's getting booked. They are getting some bookings. Okay, they look like a real band. That's a mother-son band right there in Detroit. All right, now they're doing a whole musical. What? And this is their first paid gig. That is amazing. Wow. Getting paid to play music and on a plane to Spain and some glasses.
This is
Okay, now they're on
unbelievable.
the Detroit riverfront with puppets. Most of the chefs are all over the place.
Oh wow. Here we are live at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, ready for our induction ceremony. Roll out the red carpet for Moist Lips and Chill. Let's get it, champ.
That's perfect. That's so good. What if
Video.
what if it's playing like while everybody's coming in? Like, what do you think? That's so good. That's just the
Yeah, it
perfect.
is a good summary video.
Yeah, it's
Because
pictures you put together.
we could transition, it wouldn't be difficult if we had that as the intro for the whole musical. But then
Yeah,
what we said is like, and now we find, our band miles apart, after their rock and roll inductee ceremony.
yeah,
Like something that does give us the chance to share the Zoom back and forth.
yes. That's everything before you moved. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's terrific.
pretty much. Yeah. And then we can come back to that as a flashback for the red carpet. Like that could connect the first and the second act. Like, we could be like, Wow, remember when we did roll out the red carpet and then we'll go into, our two jams for that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video is great. We could just play that. What is an hour and a half divided by 2 minutes? So
50 times? No. How do you keep it going? Like you have to like make it like loop it? I don't know how you do it.
yeah, that wouldn't be hard to do.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool. And your narration is so good. It's just
Oh,
like it's
thanks, Chap.
perfect. I love
I
it.
had to do that for my film class actually. Remember I did like
Yeah,
this
I do.
like short project and I did it as a one take. So I just was like watching it myself and honestly, I think
Um,
that was clearly what I needed to say about each of the pictures.
oh, it's perfect. And I've watched it before, but now looking at it for the show, it's perfect. It's so good because it really shows our whole small, like looking back before. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can use that as yeah, and as an intro so that people get like a bigger picture and then they can kind of zoom into this transition time.
yeah,
And then we can take people back. So I think that's the part too, is
yeah.
like we're not trying to tell this as a like a linear like a timeline.
Mm-hmm. Right. And we're still trying to be entertaining. So,
Minimally, yes.
yeah. Accidentally entertaining.
Accidentally entertaining. Chad, let's cut the fans off there, even though
Yeah.
we can still talk about it, just
Okay.
so we don't create hours long documentaries of each of our. Well, those actually that could be a whole series as well. It's just all of our planning. Because now that
That'll
we
be
extended
yeah,
it, these are going to be some long planning sessions.
that'll be in our movie because Melania Trump is having a movie made by Amazon for her. So we should be next.
You know what? It's time for Moist and Jap, Mosit and
Yeah.
Flapped to have their own movie.
Right.
Well, we're making our own content for it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Accidentally entertaining content.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I almost made a poll by accident. Okay, I found this. I found the stop recording button.